Scotland has officially done it. This is the UK's first ever government-approved lounge that has officially opened its doors. It's not a hospital and it's not a rehab center though. This is a fully sanctioned spot where you can take illegal as long as you do it in the right building. Now before you start thinking, wow, the UK has finally legalized drugs. No, drugs are still illegal. You just have a designated VIP section to use them in a private booth, you have medical staff, and also you've got a refreshment area. Because apparently this white substance pairs well with tea and biscuits. It's a groundbreaking moment, not because it's the first of its kind. No, in other countries, people have been doing it for years. Because it's the UK. This is a place where people still debate whether shops should be allowed to open past 4 p.m. on a Sunday. So, how did we get here? Well, this facility, which is officially called the Thistle, it's located in Glasgow's East End and it's designed to be a safer place for people who are already using. But let's be honest, if you take away the needles and medical stuff, this sounds weirdly luxurious. If you picture it in, you have your private hangout areas, a chill-out lounge, consultation rooms, and also a clothing bank, showers, refreshments. So it's a rehab spa, in other terms, except instead of leaving sober, you leave with a cleaner hideout. Now for a second, imagine trying to explain this to someone from the past. Back in my days, drugs were illegal. Yeah, they still are. Yeah, but that's when, what's this fancy lounge for? Oh, it's for taking... Yeah, but they're illegal. Yes, but only outside. Inside, you get free coffee. So yeah, Scotland truly said, we can't stop you, but we can offer you a seat and a cuppa. On paper, if you think about it, this sounds like a progressive step. In its basic terms, is simple. Users are going to use anyway. Instead of letting them shut up in dodgy alleyways and doing God knows what, just give them a supervised space where overdose can be prevented. You will have fewer deaths, you will have fewer infection, fewer discarded needles. This actually makes more sense, isn't it? But here's the twist. If the government can provide free VIP treatment for these users, where's the same energy for literally anyone else? Try calling your local GP now, if you live in the UK. Go on, call your doctor. Try it. I swear to you, you will be on hold for at least 3 hours, only to be told that the next available appointment is in August 2046. But if you're doing just walk in. There's no need for an appointment. Just go in. This country literally said, you need antibiotics? Yeah, you will have to wait at least 4 to 5 months minimum. However, if you need somewhere to take some stuff in your vein right away, sir. And yes, before everybody gets mad or some whatever, yes, addiction is a serious problem. I'm not saying that. But you have to admit that these double standards are kind of hilarious in a way. Because the NHS is falling apart. But if you're using Smack, you get a coincide service. You have a private doorkeeper. What's next? First, they give users a lounge. Next thing you know, we'll have a platinum tire dens with loyalty point. Yay! Congrats, baby! You've used your safe injection site 10 times this month. Enjoy a free espresso on us. Now, imagine a world where lounges have gold membership type. You have a regular Smack, you get a standard boot. You have a graded Smack. Yeah, you get a private suit with mood lighting. I know it sounds ridiculous, until you remember, we're actually doing this with alcohol. Think about it, pubs exist for safe alcohol consumption. We have bars that upcharge you for a cocktail you could make at home for £3. You have VIP bottle service that are actually a thing and they exist. What's stopping high-end drug lounges from becoming a thing? Coming soon, Glasgow's first Michelin-starred lounge. Enjoy the finest hand-picked Colombian imports, served with a side of organic oat milk. Yeah, I know, if this is where we are in 2025, give it 10 years. And Scotland will have government-funded weed cafes, tasting menus, and seasonal selection. In all seriousness, does this idea actually reduce harm? If you look at it on one hand, yes. Countries like Switzerland and Canada have similar facilities for years. And they've actually lowered overdose rates and the spread of diseases, and in that sense, it makes a lot of sense. But does it actually solve the problem? No, because it's similar to you having a hole in your living room. If you put a fancy rug over a hole, it doesn't cover it that well, does it? You're still making the experience slightly better for users, okay, but you're not addressing the fact that they're still using. It's similar to handing out a free umbrella during a hurricane. It's helpful, for sure, but it's not gonna stop the hurricane, is it? And let's not forget the other problem, the area around the facility. Can you imagine living in that neighborhood? You can make an inside safer space, okay, but what happens outside? Some of the locals aren't happy about having a government-approved heroin spot in their neighborhood. If your rent is double, yeah, but it's alright, at least you live near a very exclusive lounge. This isn't just a health facility. I'm gonna call it that it's more of an experiment, and if it works, the government would probably expand it. If it fails, well, you know, at least some people got free coffee out of it. But to sum it all up, where do we go from here? We're heading into a future where safe rooms become a normal part of every city. Are we about to see government-funded houses? Or is this the first step toward actually tackling addiction in a way that works? One thing can be for sure. Scotland is always the first to test out the weirdest social experiment. Firstly, they made alcohol minimum pricing a thing. Now they've opened an exclusive lounge. What's next? A safe space for tax fraud? Oops, sorry, that probably exists anyway. Either way, if you're in Glasgow, keep an eye out. This is the idea and it takes off, you might just find yourself on a waiting list to get into the UK's first ever VIP experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just need to go schedule a doctor's appointment. It shouldn't take more than 9 months.